Everybody, it's me, Courtney Francois. I'm here with Rj Riddle. So we are about to talk to him about his music, his mentoring, and everything that he has going on. So, RJ, how old are you?
24.
Really?
Yeah, I just turned 24 2 months ago.
Man, why you artists on me? You be so young. I mean, I guess people do have to start off young and then get older, but
Yeah,
that's nice.
yeah. I didn't want to start when I was like 27. I don't know. I just feel like it's better that I start young. So
I definitely know how much like 40-year-old rappers is out here trying to do it.
no, and no disrespect. Everybody that you do your passion, but I don't know. I just feel it's more impactful, especially working with youth. It's more impactful. Like them seeing me at 24, like being in the schools working with them, then I'm still doing my music. Like they can see, like okay, he living his dream. So hopefully it can encourage them. Like okay, he living his dream. I can live my dream too. So.
Right. Okay. So have you been in Milwaukee forever, all your life?
I was born and raised in Milwaukee. I went off when I turned 18. Between 18 and 20, I was back and forth to Daytona. So like I went to college and then I was off I came back for a year. Then I went back and had my own apartment and stuff. And then I came right back. So
Okay. So tell us about you and your music. How long have you been rapping? How long have you been performing? Also,
let me see. I wrote my first song at 9. I wrote my first song at 9 in 4th grade. And then I was just like writing songs. I remember when I was like 10, I had this girl I was so-called in a relationship with, that little puppy love stuff. But I used to write her songs. I used to write her songs and stuff. So I never, but it was, I wasn't thinking about it. I ain't never made copies for myself. I just write her songs because I ain't never get to see her like that. So I just write her songs and stuff. But then I kind of just would write certain stuff here and there. But I ain't started taking it serious until I was probably about 16. That's when I really started taking it serious. But I ain't really have like the confidence in myself. So it just took a minute for me to actually finally be like, okay, this is what I want to do. So,
right. Okay. So tell me more about your Wandering Child album. Like I listened to it, I think it's dope. I like how your intro, how you put all the song titles as an intro.
Oh, you peeped that?
You that?
A lot of people didn't peep it. Like a lot of people they were saying, oh, you should have spit more because it was like the beat was, a lot of people like the beat. They was like you should have spit rap a little bit to it. And I thought about it too, but I was like, no, I want to, I just want to put this out. But the project is basically it's basically me trying to sum up my day, just, me getting up to school, being late for school, like always. And then just when I got home, just, when I got robbed and everything that just was going on in my head and, stuff I was dealing with. So
right.
It's really based around what happened, in one day.
Man. So when was your first performance?
My first performance was, let me see, what was that? It was my senior year, so I was like 17. I performed at Miramar with my Afton and all that. I remember performing, you had to get people to buy the tickets online. I think I sold like 2 tickets and then 2 people bought them at the door. And then it was nice though, cause a lot of other people was there. They said they liked my music. And so, it was dope. So, yeah, that was my first performance. So
how did your Summerfest performance go?
It was dope.
Was it your first time at Summerfest?
Yeah, that was my first time performing at Summerfest. It was fun. It was a lot of fun for me because, I'm just looking out. I remember seeing my first Summerfest performance was the Wiz concert we was talking about. That was a bad experience though, but the first real experience I had at Summerfest, and I was like, damn, I can see myself here, is Lupe. Lupe, and then one year I seen Nas. When I seen Nas up there, he was just so smooth. Like he just had on the all black, had on a little chain, little bottle of Hennessy, and he ain't doing he just rapped his songs, and he ain't do all that. He just, I was just inspired. Like I gotta get at Summerfest one day. Right. So when my guy hit me up, letting me know he had a little slot open, I'm like, I gotta get on it. So
right,
it was dope.
So how did you feel about the stage presence you saw, the performances of Lupe and Nas and Wiz? I mean, I know I see a lot of performances. A lot of people don't have good stage presence.
I don't really remember Wiz because the whole time at Wiz concert. So when we got there a little late, and then we was walking around and all that, and then we was trying to not get pushed down by people. So I remember we were sitting on this little bench, and every 5 minutes, we was almost about to fall. So it got to the point where I don't even remember too much about the performance. I just remember me like trying to lean on somebody else so I wouldn't fall, or somebody leaning on me and all this other stuff. So yeah, I don't remember the Wiz concert, but the Lupe concert, Lupe was dope. Nas was dope. I ain't been at the major Summerfest concerts in a while though. But Nas and Lupe, from what I remember, they was dope.
Okay, so tell me about your songs, The Lamest, Nice Guy, and Concrete Jungle. What were your thoughts while coming up with lyrics and coming up with these songs here?
Okay, so The Lamest is real simple. So like me, I remember out of nowhere I just remember just a couple cats, whatever, however you want to call them, they would say, oh, bro, you lame as hell. Me personally, me being me, I'm like, I don't know what that means, but people just was like, calling me lame. So I don't know, I guess writing the song, I was just thinking, I'm like, man, can't nobody talk about me like I don't talk about me. So I just was like having fun with it and still just trying to be truthful. So just like how I'm daydreaming, like talking about Dragon Ball Z and just little stuff like that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to be creative in my songs and, hopefully trying to, because I was looking at it like a nerd. So I'm trying to, hopefully I can write this and, some nerds might hear it, get inspired, anywhere, just get inspired and be comfortable in your skin. And so Concrete Jungle is just, it's self-explanatory. It's just kind of like, just me kind of realize what's going on in the city. Like, a lot of times, like I grew up off Hampton, but I also lived on over there in like Tatonia, around Atkinson and Tatonia, Indiana, and all that. And it was always gunshots. It was always stuff going on where kids was being harmed and all these things. So I'm just like, man, we gotta do better.
Right.
And so that was just basically that. Just just me venting and just me saying like, yo, we need peace. We need to come together for more. We need to come together for more than just, oh, I'm finna fight so and so, or I'm finna come together for this. We need to come together in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to love each other.
Right.
So yeah, that's what that was about.
All right, I'm gonna read y'all the hook or the chorus. Concrete Jungle says, "Concrete Jungle needs peace. Too many brothers getting lost to the streets. Concrete Jungle needs peace. What's peace if you can't be free?" Boy, that shit deep. I tell you.
For sure.
Man.
Appreciate it.
So you also do poetry. You be out here kicking it.
Yeah.
And I guess they're about the same. A person that can do poetry, I guess you could kind of write songs and kind of be a role. It depends. It depends on the person because everybody's style is different.
It's funny though, because really, when I first started writing, I was strictly just writing raps, writing verses. I never really looked at it as poetry. And so I remember when we had this creative writing class, I remember I auditioned to be a part of the spoken word team. I actually didn't make the team. And they was telling me like, oh yeah, you can still come to our sessions, but you're not part of the team, like the slam team. And I was like, dang. And it kind of hurt me a little bit because what made me start taking music serious was because I was kind of looking at like, what am I good at? Because I wasn't, I was trying out for basketball. I wasn't making the basketball team, so I'm kind of feeling some type of way. I'm like, dang, what am I good at? And I started doing this. I ain't making the slam team. I'm like, okay, but I just stayed like in my own little lane, just stayed writing. And it wasn't until I was dealing with, whatever, all the stuff I was dealing with in Daytona that made me just sit back and like write a poem. Like the first poem I wrote was this poem called, it's called I Am. It's called I Am Super Negro. And it's just talking about me being a black man and just dealing with racism and then still at the same time dealing with, how we are in our community where we look at each other like, oh, he ain't black enough, or because he don't look like this, he don't talk like this, he not black enough, he ain't hood, or he ain't this, and kind of just like letting us know like, yo, we all in the same boat, you know. So that's kind of that was my first poem, and then by the time I was 21, I started being around the spoken word, so it kind of like made me want to, like start writing different. So now my whole kind of writing is a little bit more different from when I first was like writing and stuff.
Okay, so I see that you are at the Cactus Club a lot. It seems like, is that the spot for artists? I know
it's funny. I ain't been up there in a minute, but I know a lot of cats be up there. Like S Got J be doing his thing. CT, he be doing his thing. Shout outs to family. A lot of cats be up there. Jay Lamo. They be out there doing their thing, and so I was up there for a minute. I kind of just took a step back. I wanted to get my stuff together as far as me doing my album and just seeing how I can grow more as an artist, because I didn't want to just I didn't want to just be doing shows and it's not leading to nothing. I wanted to make sure I'm getting more calculated in my moves.
Right.
So but I wouldn't mind getting back out there at Cactus Club because it's fun.
So the past events you've done, 414 State of Mind, Royalty of Poetry, and things like that. Do you have any upcoming events?
Well, my homegirl, she got this spoken word thing she do every third. It's like every third Friday. It's at this church she got, and I go and support her, and if she need me to perform, I'll perform. But as of right now, I'm kind of laid back on the shows right now. I'm looking to get some more shows and stuff going myself. So it's just be a lot of times when we be getting the shows and stuff, I be kind of wondering because it be seeming like it's so many people on one card, and it be like it ain't no offense, but it's just I be getting in, it be like 20 people, so everybody only can perform 5 minutes, and then like if it's at a show like Cactus Club, people coming out like 20-25 minutes to come out and see you perform for 5 minutes, and they just be like, man, like. People be wanting to see more of it. So now I'm trying to see, okay, if I can get this show, can I get 10 minutes? Can I get, So I just want to make sure that it's better for me and for my supporters, because we come in waves and they be like, man, we coming all the way out here. We want to see more than just that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know the kids matter. Kids need mentors. There's a lot of kids that are super troubled here in the city. So what got you into mentoring and being down for the kids?
So it's funny because I remember me being in high school and I remember I was a part of a couple organizations and things like that. But I started feeling after a while that only time I was able to reach out to those organizations or those people was when it was during business hours. Like once everybody go home, it's like, oh, okay, like. You can't really call me, you can't, and I was like, well, if I ever was in position, I would make sure I'm always available. I would make sure I'm always available if I can be of assistance. And so when I initially was going to school, when I was going back to school, I wanted to go for psychology. I wanted to be a school psychologist. I remember that vividly. I wanted to be like a school psychologist. I don't know, I kind of had this image of me like wearing glasses, like an afro. I don't know. It probably was like a Questlove thing. I don't know. But then I went out there and I realized that it'd be, they was talking to me about like doing music and getting my associate's degree versus doing psychology. Because, for psychology, they want you, if you get a bachelor's degree, you still got to, in order to be eligible for more things, you got to stay in school longer. Versus 2 years of music, so I kind of like switched it up, but that didn't really, neither one of them really worked out. So, but I just realized like, I just want to do mentoring. I just want to do mentoring and make sure I'm doing my part as far as restoring the village. So, that's really what that's about, is making sure that kids are, somebody looking after them and making sure they're on the right track.
Right. So how often do you mentor? I mean, how many kids do you mentor at a time?
So currently, I mentor at North Division. So, oh man, we gotta go back Monday. So no, it's cool. We start back. The school start back Monday, and I had, let me see how many kids I had under my caseload. I had maybe like 10, 11 kids under my caseload, but kids, he be with me at North too. So that's how me and him met. But we pretty much work with the whole school. We work with everybody in the school. And a lot of the kids I try to get under my caseload, I try to get them set up. And if they into music, I try to bring them here with Don so we can work on some music and, see how they like actually get the experience of recording music. 2 of them, they actually graduated. They recently graduated. I had them perform at the show I did, the show that I put together, the 414 State of Mind. I had them perform there so they can get a real life experience of like performing and get that feeling. So
right,
it was dope too.
That's what's up that you helped them with that, put that together. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's all love.
So as far as your music, are you working on other stuff now, or are you just focused on this first album and trying to push it in?
I'm still trying to. Of course, I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing the album, and always looking at different ways to promote and be more effective with that. But of course, I'm writing. I'm writing, studying music. I stay studying music. I'm always, okay, I listen to this. Let me go back to, I listen to something from like the 70s. Like, okay, how can I, without copying and stealing, like, how can I actually, like, bring something to this flavor? Because a lot of the music that you know what I'm saying, that I be listening to, like Marvin Gaye and all this. It's a lost art. So, you know, it's like everybody kind of just stuck on it in this one little zone versus like really like studying and really, you know. So I try to listen to all different types of music. As far as like soul, hip hop, you know, I like jazz, you know, just different things like that. So.
Just like I like to play with music, but I think I'm stuck back in the day. It's like even if I try to make beats, I'd rather have a whole band in there. I want it to be real authentic. Like
between, let me see, the Roots, I like Parliament, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire. I listen to Marvin Gaye. You know, he had a band behind him. Maxwell. At first, he did a lot of the sounds himself, and then he wound up, you know, getting a band behind him. And you know, a lot of these cats be making just music is just timeless. You know, music you just listen to, and you know, even cats like Nas, where they was rapping, and you know, you can hear them rapping. They rapping about whatever they was rapping about. You can still hear the little grooves in the background, like the little groovy bass lines and all that. So it just makes me want to listen. Like when I go back, I see, okay, they sampled from here. Let me listen to this original song. And I'm like, okay, this is dope. You know, so.
right. So is there any advice you want to give to kids, other artists?
2 weeks later.
And we're back. We obviously have issues. You see, it's totally different outfits, but we're back. You know, so we're going to finish this off the right way. So, like we were talking about our interview, you mentoring kids. Is there any advice or anything that you would like to say or put out there, any good energy for the kids, for the children?
Well, I always say, actually, you know, me and my guy Keith, shout outs to Keith Styles, by the way. We was up at North, matter of fact, what was that, Thursday? And one of our rules for our mentoring team was be creative, you know, because, you know, there's always, you know, you always want to keep your brain flowing and just being creative, being yourself for one, respecting and loving yourself. So that's what I always say, just know your worth, love yourself, you know, just always be creative and, you know, just stay true to your dreams. Whatever you believe you can do, you can accomplish it one way or the other. So.
Okay. Now, would you be able to bless us with a poem or a rap, something special?
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to do it real quick. All this extra weight, we continue to lift up. This is spiritual gain. I'm on my road to riches. They want to see us broken. Only we can enrich us if you want to break free. Follow me, put your fist up. You can never fix a problem with a negative solution. Peace, love, and black power as we start a revolution. The glamorous pollution. What matters is execution. I'm on my way to be king. Black evolution. This isn't determined. I will refuse to be a coward. Sick of oppressing images. It's time to feel empowered. Teach the village black is beautiful. Be all that you can be. But what's the point of being free if you can't live your dreams? She said, I'm feeling you into me. But she was talking about my energy. So here's a warning to enemies. I'm trying to keep the peace and conceal my energy. I must continue to spit the truth when I'm in the booth. Stay intact with my roots. Peace, family, what it do? That's it.
Oh, thank you. So wait, what is your process when it comes to writing songs? Like, do you just think it's in your head and you just keep the raps in your head? Do you hear a beat, start writing?
It's a combination of both. Well, sometimes I might get inspired by what's going on in life. Or sometimes I'll just be like, okay, I see this is going on in life. Okay, we need this. Like, we need to spread love. We need peace. We need this. We need that. And then I'll write. And then sometimes I'll pick like a random beat and I just write to it. Like sometimes some of my more like faster flows come from slower tempos, and then I write it and I speed it up, and then I have my producer, you know, he'll make a beat to it, and we just go from there. So,
right.
Or sometimes I just write with how I'm feeling, and then we just figure out how we're gonna make it sound.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for meeting me again, so we can finish this interview, wrap it all up, and I hope to see you again, catch you at some type of events, and get another interview in.
For sure.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right,
we'll see you
family.
soon.
All right,
see you.